Hello everyone. Are we ever going to get out of this little rut that we are in? Will Ten Hag be able to fix the issues that we have, the same issues that keep reoccurring game after game? It's simply not good enough. We drew 3-3 with FC Porto, and you might think of it in a way that we were not supposed to draw with them. In the beginning of the game, we were supposed to be winning comfortably. That's the way it looked. But after more lapses in concentration, quickly it became 2-2. And then immediately after halftime, it becomes 3-2. And it looks like another loss is on the cards. But Harry Maguire, at the end, at the death, saves us with a header. Does he save Ten Hag and his job? I'm not too sure about that. It's quite difficult to say, really. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like. Let me know in the comment section what you think about Ten Hag and if he is the right man for Manchester United. I certainly looked at the game and I expected us to come and show a much better type of performance. You know, having us go at Porto, be aggressive, and being 2-0 ahead, the way we played, was good, was excellent, was comfortable. We were in control of the game. But for some reason, it felt like the players thought, the game is won. We can relax. We can be at ease. And they gave Porto the initiative. They allowed Porto to have the ball. They allowed Porto to continually spam crosses into the box. And being a Premier League team, you would expect us to deal with crosses into the box. But we couldn't. De Ligt was great in the beginning of the game, but lost his composure as the half and the game went on, with Samu basically bullying him in the air, which is something you do not really see with De Ligt, but that's what happened. Martinez falling asleep, at the back post and not reacting quick enough after Onana makes a save. That made it 2-1. And we didn't stop the crosses coming in from either side. We did not close them down enough. And the way we played in the opening 20 minutes when we were 2-0 ahead, we did not continue in that fashion. If we did, we probably would have continued to win the game and control it. But we didn't. We slacked off. We gave them the chance to come back, and they did. And they took that with full confidence. Ten Hag himself didn't help with the way he set up the team, with the gaps that we have between our defense and our attack. In midfield, once again, we were being absolutely run through. The hole in the midfield was there once again. But that first 20 minutes, it didn't seem like that. We seemed in control. We were very good off the ball, working quite hard, winning the ball back, pressing when we needed to. But that energy didn't stay there. Hence the reason why we lost the initiative in the game, we lost the control, and we started playing a basketball game, which is what FC Porto wanted. In the second half, they simply played two passes and they were in one-on-one with the goalkeeper, with us trying to play this high line, which works, but we weren't pressing correctly, which means it became easy for them to play through us. Another moment where a team finds it easy to play against us. But in that opening 20 minutes, I keep referring back to that. We were not easy to play through. We were not easy to play against. Why did that energy change? And Ten Hag himself, like I said, is sacking himself. Because Marcus Rashford, a goal, excellent goal at that, built up from the back, straight from Onana. Eriksen plays it through for Rashford, drives into the box, beats his two men, and scores. Yes, the goalkeeper could have done better, Costa from Porto, but it's a goal nonetheless. It was in, it was 1-0. Again, another attack from the back. We build up play through. Eriksen again into Rashford. He finds Højlund, and Højlund puts it away. And that was 2-0. Comfortable, in control. Now all we had to do was keep the ball and keep it well. And pick and choose our moments to go and attack. Because Porto were going to come at us. We just did not reiterate or recuperate or reciprocate that energy towards them in order to keep being in the lead and to keep being on top of them. Ten Hag decided at halftime to take off Rashford, who was our biggest threat, who at the end of the first half was running circles around the Porto defense, and you would have thought he's going to keep him on. But he brought Garnacho on, who had an okay game, ran as hard as he could, try to, get opportunities, try to take shots. That's always what he's going to do. You're going to get that from Garnacho. But there was no need to take Rashford off. And after the game, Ten Hag says that he took Rashford off because of rotation, because it was planned before the game that he plays the first half and Garnacho plays the second half. It was 2-2 at that time. We simply needed to keep Rashford on the pitch to allow us to continually have that threat going forward. When Rashford came off, we seemed much weaker in the attack. Hoyland struggled to get back into the game. Ahmad couldn't get into the game at all because we were not progressing the ball towards him. Martinez and De Ligt were completely being overran by Pepe, by Samu from Porto. And with them being so high up the pitch, trying to press Porto, them running back towards their own goal didn't help. They could have probably been 4-0 ahead. They could have been 4-2 ahead, sorry. That's how good Porto were playing in the attack. Their third goal comes from Maguire trying to play offside. And it's one ball through. De Ligt is there and boom. Samu finds it after the cutback and he scores. The score could have been 2-1 if we managed to react after the save from Onana, but that doesn't matter. The same things keep happening where we go into the lead, we look like we're starting the game well, and we capitulate for the rest of the game, and we have to fight for a point or fight to survive or try and win the game. When are we ever going to be in a situation where we are controlling games? Look at the FA Cup final against City. We went 2-0 ahead. We were in control. But in the second half, we gave the initiative to City. And they pressed us. They peppered us with shots and chances. And Doku eventually scored. But there's a mentality issue in this team that cannot be. Ten Hag needs to fix it. Various reports come out saying that Sunday is his last game against Aston Villa if he has another bad result. Sir John Ratcliffe will be at the stadium as well to watch the game. I'm sure Omar Barada and Jason Wilcox and Dan Ashworth them will be there. And if we do have a bad result, I fear for Ten Hag. I think that he probably will get sacked. And that's partly due to his own decisions. The choices that he makes in-game are very, very weird. How do you take off your strongest attacker, your most lethal threat, and say that it was rotation? Yes, Garnacho is there as a very good player to come on in the second half, to come and impact the game. But Rashford was full of confidence, had a very good game, and should have stayed on the pitch. You should not be taking off a player that is literally ready to attack the defense and feel that, you know what, he's got his man here. He can definitely get and create more opportunities. But Ten Hag takes him off and we seem to be different, weaker. Why did he not play Ugarte, who is the player that he brought in, which is the legs that Casemiro doesn't have? That aggression, that energy off the ball. We needed that last night because there were too many gaps. But he did not play Ugarte. He instead played Casemiro for the full 90 minutes. And whether you want to say Casemiro had a good game or not, the point is, why did he not make changes that would benefit us going forward? He took off Martinez and De Ligt at the same time to put on Evans and Maguire. And yes, Maguire scored the header that got us the equalizer late in the game. But who changes both the centre-backs during a game? Whether it is because of a defense that needs to be strengthened or us maybe having to sit back and try and clear the ball from crosses, you can't. It doesn't make sense. The decisions that Ten Hag has made are questionable. It's weird. I don't understand it. I think he's lost. I think he's confused. And it might be his last game on Sunday against Aston Villa. And only time will tell what happens from there on out. But like I said, everywhere it's being reported that it's do or die for Ten Hag on Sunday. And I think it's the same for some of these players. Because, yes, there are players in our team that is not good enough. That were just bought in order to replace certain players. But in order for us to get to where we want to be in 2028, according to Omar Barada, challenging or winning the league title, we certainly are going to need a much better team. And we're definitely going to need a manager that knows exactly what to do in adversity, has the balls to make changes that can benefit his team going forward, but also that can set his team up correctly in order to not concede stupid goals, to have open spaces, and just be tactically astute, which is what I think Ten Hag is. But it seems like he's afraid to make certain decisions because of a reaction or because of what certain people might say. But like I said, time will tell. And Sunday is a very, very big game, not just for United, but also for the players and Ten Hag. Drop a like. Let me know in the comment section what you think of Ten Hag and whether you think he's the right man to take us forward. And what are your opinions on the abysmal tactics that we keep playing game in, game out. Have a wonderful weekend, Red Devils. Don't let this type of performance put you down. We have Aston Villa to look forward to. Till we see each other again soon. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share, and subscribe.